Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It is Tuesday, the day before the big cup, the Supercoppa d'Italia between Juventus on one side, Napoli on the other side. Normally, if Napoli will show up, the game will go through and we will play. We never know with Napoli, but normally we will play. Why? Because Napoli won 6-0 versus Fiorentina, a Fiorentina that beat us 3-0, and Juventus just lost 2-0 versus Inter. We were humiliated. So normally De Laurentiis this time we feel a bit more confident, and he will travel to play versus Juventus tomorrow in that big final. So guys, before that game, we will go to the Italian and international papers to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus, because the moment is difficult for Juve. We know it. So will the pink paper and will Corriere Dello Sport speak bad about Juve? Probably yes. What are they saying about Mercato? What are the latest news? We will go through all of these things together. Gazzetta dello Sport, the big pink paper, is speaking about the return of the king. Riecco il re. Who is the king? According to them, it is Ibrahimovic, that yesterday for the first time was a starter again in that 11 lineup. He scored 2 goals at the 5th minute and then a bit later in the game. 2-0 for Milan versus Cagliari. They are creating a bigger gap with Juventus. But more than Riecco il re, more than return of the king, I want to say the return of the penalty. And I show you immediately the penalty that Ibrahimovic and Milan received yesterday. You can judge by yourself. I know it's picture. You can find it online if you want to see the reality, how it played. But guys, I'm interrogating myself. I'm questioning myself about that penalty, because if you give that penalty to Milan, how on earth are you not able to give the penalty on Ronaldo when we were playing versus Fiorentina? I don't understand how one time we give it, and especially one. No, I'm not saying one time, but a lot of time we are giving it to AC Milan, and a lot of time we are not giving it to Juventus. So I'm not here to finding excuses, but if you want to give the title immediately to Milan, just stop the league so that we can rest and we can start investing in next year. Take the cup, give it to Milan, because like this is really ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about Pirlo super rischio. Pirlo, what a risk of tomorrow, because tomorrow the big cup, as I already told you. And not only that, because we have to find back the spirit of the team. This is what Gazzetta dello Sport is saying. According to me, yes, spirit of the team, but also a team. This is important for Juventus, because when we saw the last performance with all the players that we were missing, these players will not be back again. So we will have to find a way to win, a way to perform better than what we did versus Inter. This is for me a fact. And then we go to another paper, Corriere dello Sport. What are they saying? Yeah, for sure they are speaking about Ibrahimovic, about Milan, how great they are. Nobody is saying doubtful penalty. Nobody. Today they are not speaking about that. I was speaking about Mandzukic that will be back in Serie A playing for Milan. So we see the picture of Mandzukic, and then Pirlo, the paradox of the delegation to Cristiano Ronaldo. The title has actually nothing to see with the article, where they are speaking about actually Cristiano Ronaldo, the difference of the strategy of Juve. So a strategy of Juve with Cristiano Ronaldo, and the title Pirlo and the paradox of Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't understand, but what are they meaning? What is their intention? They are saying that Juventus in the past was creating Ballon d'Or like Baggio, Nedved, Sivori, Zidane, and so on and so on. And this time they went for a strategy to buy a Ballon d'Or, and today it's not working. What I believe the real intention is of Corriere dello Sport, because we know the love of Corriere dello Sport for Juve, is they know that Juventus is in a difficult moment. Why not pushing a bit extra? Why not trying to create even a bigger chaos? This is what they are doing, because I'm sorry, but when you are taking Cristiano Ronaldo in your team, you are looking at a 360 degree. You are looking at a social media growth. You are looking at a bigger revenue, like all the sponsors that increased in terms of investment into Juventus, into our club. They are looking also at the sportive part for sure, where we still want 2 Scudetto, what is something that is not easy at all. So I'm sorry, but if today Juventus is a company that is still able to pay the salary to his players, not like other team like Inter for example, maybe Cristiano Ronaldo affair was a success. So Corriere dello Sport, if you try to create even a bigger chaos, not in my house. Not in my house! Ronaldo in pausa, ma mai per molto. They are saying Ronaldo indeed is in a break moment because his performances are not really great like the rest of the team, by the way. His last biggest game was versus Udinese, where he scored 2 goals, but Cristiano Ronaldo is never long in pause, and I remember last year he had that mini pause with Juventus in November. This year he started really great, a great season. It's taking his pause in January. It's true, it's a moment where we need Cristiano Ronaldo, but he will be back, and just to give him a bit more confidence boost, his mother and his sister will be in Torino to support him. Family is so important for all of us, and for Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Tutto sport, pancia piena. And what are you saying actually? Pancia piena means that you have too much. You ate too much, you have too much of all these trophies in the past. Is that a real problem of Juventus, that they don't have the mentality anymore? They are not hungry enough. And if you go inside Tutto Sport, you see the truth. Tutto Sport, they know the truth. Juve, do you still be hungry? Are you still hungry? Do you want to? And then they go back with the words of Chiellini after the game, and they are saying without continuity, even the fourth place in the ranking is at risk. This is what Tutto Sport is saying. And then on the other side, nothing is lost. Pirlo can still continue and start that race if the Supercoppa will be good, because you will have a motivation boost, and then that will be the real start. I hope. I can't wait for the game for tomorrow. One of the key men for the remaining of the season is Arthur. We spoke about it. He had some excuses in the beginning of the season, then he had a slight injury, okay, but he was our biggest invested in the midfield, and we need a man like Arthur. Arthur will play tomorrow, and we really see it immediately in the lineups, because tomorrow Szczesny will be in the goal, Demiral, Bonucci, Chiellini will be in defense. Chiellini that really wants to play even the 3rd game in a row. Chiesa on the right, Danilo on the left, this time without Frabotta slightly injured and with a dramatic performance versus Inter, and Bernardeschi on the bench, and then we have Arthur, Bentancur, McKennie, Morata, Ronaldo. So a total different with midfield, with still Bentancur there, but Arthur, McKennie, I know that a lot of people were asking for them. Here they are. So let's see. A player that will not be back is Dybala. Why? Because Dybala, he is still injured. He will miss the Supercoppa. He will also probably miss the game versus Bologna, and then come back for the end of the month. We need Paolito Dybala. We need him. Comparison between the coaches, something really interesting is that Pirlo played 17 games in Serie A with 9 wins, 2 losses, 33 points. We see that Allegri in 15-16, where we were winner of that Scudetto, had actually the same points with 10 wins, so 1 win more, but 4 losses even more. Sarri on his side, 17 games, he had 42 points last year. A few Mercato news, really rushing through, because Mundo Deportivo is saying el PSG la lía con Messi. PSG is linking with Messi. I think it's an important news. If it's an isolated small news, I'm not reporting it. But this time it's quite big on the paper, and not only on Mundo Deportivo, because also Sport is saying el PSG va a por Messi, the same title as when Cristiano Ronaldo went to Juventus. So something concrete is happening there, because Leonardo, the sportive director of PSG, spoke about it. I don't want to speak too much about that, because at the end, who cares? But Marca is saying acuerdo cerrado con Alaba. They found an agreement with Alaba, the Real Madrid and Alaba found an agreement. So if we wanted Alaba at 0 for next year, this will be impossible because he will go to Real Madrid. We knew it. One that will be back is Douglas Costa. We love the man, but unfortunately his sportive performance didn't convince the Bayern Munich. I believe it will be an even more difficult Mercato next season with De Sciglio, Rugani, Douglas Costa, that they will all be back and we will have to try to sell them again. Difficult. What about our fourth striker? Sorry, we still don't have that fourth striker in-house because we are looking for alternative like Scamacca, Juventus Scamacca, they try, and then they are speaking about alternative like Giroud, Llorente, Pelé. I know, it's not the name that we are dreaming of. I'm curious and we will try to follow it. Normally on Thursday, if you're still watching the video after subscribing and putting a maximum of like, on Thursday we should have Romeo Agresti on the channel. And then last news is because you didn't see Milik on that pages of 4 strikers. Why? Because he's really that close to go to Marseille. The only difference, or why it's not closed yet, is because Aurelio De Laurentiis is asking to put a clause that Milik can't go back to Serie A. Disgusting. I don't know why he's doing that, but yeah, I know why he's doing that, but yeah, who cares, guys? We see each other maybe with a video later today, otherwise it will be tomorrow morning. Thank you for being loyal to the channel. Thank you for everything. Forza Juve.